What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you end up enjoying the content, don't be afraid to smash that subscribe button and click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. If you want to become a rideshare driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically already applied, sign up with the link in the description below. If somehow you forgot to do that when you were first joining up, you may still be in luck, so follow the instructions in the description below and you could potentially get one applied today. Now, today's subject I am talking about is bringing back the 80-20 split. If Uber and Lyft really listen to drivers and what they want, all drivers want is better pay. That's all we really want. Now, some can argue the fact that they want benefits and sick leave and everything else, but I don't recall ever getting into this business wanting that. When we signed up, we already knew that's not how the territory, that's not what comes with it. Okay, being an independent contractor means you're independent and you gotta get all that stuff on your own. So I don't want to argue the fact that we should be getting that. All right, because honestly, if you want different things, you should probably find a different profession. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, despite what the shirt says, I'm not always right. But I do know that right now Uber is arguing that the drivers are not the core of its business, which is cuckoo. I don't know what they smoking, but that's insane. Without us, there is no business, okay? You can have all the riders in the world, but if you ain't got no drivers to pick them up, you're going to go out of business. Now, that's also just like saying, for example, McDonald's, that burgers and fries aren't the core of their business. Come on now, guys. We all know that that's bogus for them to say. So, they've already argued and lobbied and spent millions of dollars to protest this bill go into effect. So I'm betting to believe that they're going to try to come to some kind of agreement. Now, they've already tried to offer, I guess, $21 as a minimum wage, which technically isn't that bad for doing a non-skilled labor job like driving. Okay, and now I know in California, the wage of living is way higher, and some people might get pissed off that I just said that, but hey, it's the truth, okay? We shouldn't be making more than teachers and policemen and firefighters, okay? That is definitely not cool in my book. Now, should we be able to have more freedoms? Yes, I totally agree with that. Because as of right now, if we are these independent contractors, as they say, we should be able to do a lot more different things instead of having to follow their set of guidelines, like for the power zones and everything else like that. You have to stay a certain acceptance rating, and if you drop below that, you know, all of a sudden you lose your Uber Pro status. We should be able to make these gigs work for us, not work for the gigs. All right, so I believe if they bring back the 80-20 split, drivers would be much more happier. All right, because as of right now, other states are already looking at this and gonna potentially figure out what they want to do about the gig economy. So we're all really just going to have to sit back and wait to see what happens. But Uber, if you're listening out there, you know damn well that everything went downhill as soon as you took away the 80-20 split and put up upfront pricing. As soon as upfront pricing came into the equation, that's when drivers started getting pissed off, because then you started taking more than the 20-25% that we all agreed on when we first joined. And yes, I understand it's their companies. They have the right to change the terms of services, and we can either agree to them or find something else. It sucks, but that's just life, and that's how it goes, guys. And that's why I stress drivers having backup plans, okay? I know some people say that there shouldn't be backup plans. Well, to me, these all started as, and should still be, temporary jobs, okay? Whether it's just for extra money or anything, or, you know, to pay some bills, I don't really think this should be full-time. And in a lot of markets, it's not feasible to make it work for you full-time. Not to say that there aren't drivers out there that can do it. More power to them. I'm glad they make it work. But for the rest of us living not in these big markets, it's just not possible unless you're driving 60 to 80 hours a week. And personally, I don't want to do that. All right, I like spending time with my family and doing other things than just driving. Yes, driving is fun. You can make some extra money. You can meet, awesome people. But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's all about that money, guys. And we all know that. And that's exactly why I believe that Uber and Lyft are going to come to some kind of agreement in paying drivers more, but we'll just see. And like I said, a lot of people I know are going to get mad because they want the benefits, they want sick pay, they want vacation time, they want all this other stuff, but nobody really knows what's going to go down in this AB5 bill. So all we can really do is sit back and wait. And for the record out there, yes, I did say I support the AB5 bill, mainly because I want drivers to get paid more. That's why. I'm glad it's not in my market and I'm not dealing with it, so I'm going to be, able to be on the outside looking in to see how everything goes. But right now, we already do know things need to change. And if you agree with me, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Now, I don't necessarily want the government or anything to get involved, but sometimes that may be what it will take to change the tone of Uber and Lyft. And all I can really say is be prepared, guys, because it's about to hit the fan. That's the main thing right there, that things are going down, and they're going down pretty quick. And from what I've been reading and everything else, AB5 doesn't automatically specify and make it that you just turn into employees or get benefits. So hopefully these discussions that they do bring to the table will be in drivers' favors and drivers will be happy. I don't know who's going to represent drivers. That's what really irks me, is the simple fact of who's to really speak on our behalf. We have unions and everything else, but we don't really know if they are aligned with the same things we want, because we all know that the taxi unions and everything out there, of course they want, caps on drivers and everything else, because it was putting them out of business. They were losing money when Uber and Lyft came to market. So I don't fully believe that they will have the best interest for all of us Uber and Lyft drivers out there. And some people may agree with me on that, and you may not, but hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I just want you guys to know that you need to be prepared, okay? There's a lot of fear-mongering, as people keep saying, that what potentially could happen out there. And I don't necessarily agree and say it's fear-mongering, because the simple fact of it's a possibility, okay? All these things they are saying are possibilities and could come to pass if everything goes down the way it should. And like I said, everything is speculation, and I know a lot of people keep yelling at me too, stop speculating, stop speculating. Well, guess what? That's my job. I try to take the news and everything else that I'm seeing and reading and interpret it my way, telling you guys. So I don't really consider myself like an influencer or anything. I just want to make sure that anybody that does watch me and everything, you're looking at all sides, okay? You want both sides of the story. And of course, you want to get paid more, but remember, stipulations always have to come with that. Nothing's free in this world. Nothing at all. And if anyone tries to say otherwise than that, you deserve a Smackovich, because that's a negative ghostwriter. That's what I know for a fact, that you're not going to be able to get all this other stuff without sacrificing something else. There's always a give and take. It's the great balance of life, and that's how it goes. But, all right, guys. Again, like I said, let me know how you feel about all this in the description below. Do you think the 80-20 split coming back would make drivers happy? Honestly, I do believe it. As long as they don't drop rates anymore, that would be good. But even right now, with current rates, except Lyft's rates, with current rates, if we were getting an 80-20 split, I'm sure obviously drivers will still want more money, but there are drivers out there that can make this gig work for them. Even with crappy rates, even somehow with this 33 cents a mile with Lyft, drivers are still somehow making it work for them. And I don't fully believe that the government needs to get involved. I think Uber and Lyft need to take it upon themselves, take the stick out there, and realize that drivers are the core of their business. And without us, there is no them. I know you can all agree with that. But all right, guys, as always, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing. You stay safe out there. Use common sense. Don't take crap from anybody. And until next time, guys, Uber on or don't. Peace out.